RDTDaily.com presents a Tarabuster with comedian Tara Devlin.
All right. We're going to have to check this friggin' audio, everybody. I don't like this camera either. I should have done that. What's going on? How does it sound? I got a new audio interface. So, I don't know how it sounds. I did some tests. It sounds kind of weird in my headphones. So, let me know if it's coming through. It sounds a little friggin' crackly to me. Jesus, why does everything suck? All right. Let me see. I gotta wait like 10 seconds for you guys to tell me. How's it sounding? Good? All right. As long as you can hear it. It sounds, at least it's working. I don't know why it's so damn crackly. For me, it's like crackly. Whatever. As long as it's not crackly for you. That's all that matters. I can deal with the crackly. All right, guys. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, I got a new audio. I had to overnight it because I was going to do the show yesterday, and I was working at my computer, and all of a sudden I couldn't hear anything, and I tried tried as I might. It's a little hot. Okay, the mic is a little hot and a little bit crackly. Right. I don't know. I sent that's what Haiku on the chat is saying. I sent out a help for the friggin' Scarlet people. I don't get it, man. Why does my shit always have to sound like crap? I don't get it. Everybody else has good audio. But anyway, so I couldn't fix it. Every now and then, it just seems like these audio interfaces, they crap out after a while. Let me see what's going on. Is that better? I don't fucking know. I did a lot of tests, but now that I'm recording, it sounds a little crackly. Whatever. I hope you can bear with it until I figure out what the hell is going on. All right, whatever. I don't want to, spend this whole time. As long as it okay? Is it? I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. All right, yeah. So I had to overnight the crackly new audio interface. I don't know why it sounds. Maybe I'll try a different one. I need to get a audio interface and just leave. Have it on as a spare or something. But I'm just saying, this is why your patronage is very much appreciated and welcome. And I want to say thank you. Is it my earphones that are crackly? Says Ed. No, it's because when I just plug it in straight to the computer, it sounds normal. But all right, it's just a little crackly. I gotta think. I'll work on it. We'll see what I can do about it. As long as it's passable for now. But back off the mic a little. Okay, is that a little better? Yeah. All right. I just want to, we have to have, it has, without the audio sounding good, no one's going to listen to the show, and they won't become a patron at patreon.com/Tara Devlin. And then I won't ever be able to get another audio interface that actually works. I need to talk to Robin about this. She's very technical. She's been telling me to get this other thing called the Roadster. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I have it on too hot. Too hot. All right. That sounds a little better. All right. Yeah. The circuitry of the interface is less tired than the old one. Yes. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it just sounds a little... All right, whatever. We won't talk about this for the next couple of hours, because we got other things to talk about. I'm just pressing buttons now. That's all. Okay, where do we begin? I just want to, I want to begin by saying thank you to the patrons who are patrons, and they funded the new interface. So thank you. If you can become a patron, please do at patreon.com/Tara Devlin. Keep the show going and growing exponentially until we are, till things don't suck. I don't know. we got a lot of work to do. And I want to thank Charlie. Thank you so much, Charlie, from APS Radio News for your little, not little. I'm thinking of Boudica, who's right behind me. For your donations to Boudica, the littlest of all cuteness. The cutest little kitten that we have at Tarabuster Studios. And also, the community cats, and to keep the show going. And I also am very grateful to be part of the APS Radio News community. That helps. Not everybody can say that, but I can. So thank you for making me part of the roster. All right. Don't press any red buttons. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell to do. I'm just pressing buttons. Why does it sound? I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. I'll figure it out. Maybe they'll get back to me. The Focusrite people. Maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know. It's okay, right? It's decent. Is it bad? Like where people don't want to listen to it, I hope not. Because people will accept bad video, but it's really true. They won't accept bad audio. And yeah, all right. Well, whatever. We'll work it out. It'll get better. I promise. I'll work on it, and I'll get it fixed. I'll figure it out. But we have a lot to catch up on, and it's also, I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to do the show this week, and because things are just. I don't know. I'm in a mood. I don't know if you could tell. Not just because of the audio. It just sucks. That sucks. And thank you, Jim, for your super chat. Let me not forget that as well. Helping me get this new audio interface. But where do we even begin with what we have to deal with? In fact, everyone keeps talking about how, I hear corporate media talking about how Trump is telegraphing, and Hillary Clinton actually, she was and she gave an interview or something saying that he's literally telling us that he will destroy America. I don't know what isn't that the only story? Last week we had the Republican debate. There's no other way to frame this time, and it's media malpractice to do so. I'm tired of them going and checking in with the average Joe Republican. Oh, who are you going for? Who might you pick? What is why would you even ask? The only question is, what's wrong with you? Don't you know what we're up against? You're talking about a guy. You're gonna nominate a bag of pus poured into a thin-skinned orange film, and this filthy, disgusting sociopath, narcissist, sexual predator, this rapacious slug, rapacious parasite, who openly said he will cancel the Constitution. But this is who they are. Do you understand that the Republicans, they have crossed, the line, every line that we've had to endure since the Republicans, squat in their positions of power despite receiving fewer votes, despite having a mandate to do any of it. That's the other thing we have to keep remembering. They don't have a mandate. They're not a majority party. They don't receive the most votes. So they have no mandate to inflict their manias on the country. but they are openly talking about how much they hate democracy, right? So, but he's this. They're getting ready to nominate as the standard bearer of the official standard bearer. He still is the standard bearer of this death cult, but it's not a pro-democracy, small d democracy party anymore. It's gone. It's an open insurrection in the halls of power. We have the outside traders, the brown shirts are outside, the ones who stormed the Capitol and defecate in the halls. And then we have the inside insurrection. We'll be right back. Hold on. And the insiders, they're not even hiding it anymore. As I don't know if I had that video replayed it. The Democrats and the Republicans were having a debate or whatever. When was this? Oh, it was during the speaker when they were nominating this Christo-fascist, and so the Democrat was saying, he brought up the insurrection and how the Republicans denied that Joe Biden legitimately won the election. I'm trying to remember exactly how he put it, but one of the Republicans yelled out, "You're damn right," or how they objected to the certification of the vote, and one of these filthy Republicans yelled out, "You're damn right." Right? And then it's I think, I can't remember who was the Democrat. I can see him in my mind. You guys will probably remind me. But, they're not hiding it. So why does the corporate media waste America's time or lull us into this sense of normalcy that there's that this is just a little, I mean, it's crazy making, because on one hand they'll discuss, well, just depending on who it is, they will discuss the what we're up against, but then they'll simply fall back into the same old regular election coverage. And every time, I got to tell you, when I see that Steve Kornacki and they're like, "We'll be back with the big board," I really want to vomit. Because what is why? Up in the polls, down in the polls, wouldn't it be more effective, or at least, give us a fighting chance? God damn it. Because you're just pretending as if it's just a matter of numbers. It's just a numbers game. And instead of, and honestly, I was talking to Robin Kincaid the other day, and because I was just going off about, another one of these Steve Kornacki at the big board. Because when that poll came out, it was the day before Election Day. And the poll came out that that Trump was beating Biden in battleground states. And I was losing my mind, because what is this bullshit? It's the least you can do. Why not they, as far as the media is concerned, because it's less expensive, of course, to commission a poll and then just have people on to talk about it and jerk off around it or whatever they do. It's just the rinse and repeat cycle. It's more expensive, and it takes more energy to actually do journalism. So when it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, when they're out there talking about how Joe Biden is unpopular, that's all we keep hearing. That how everybody thinks he's too old. Now, we're talking about a bunch of people who, think that that some of them were on websites trying to get the proper dosage for horse pills, during the pandemic. I'm 5'5" and 130 pounds. What's my dosage for the horse pills? Because freedom and all. You're not talking about Rhodes Scholars here. And not that everybody, some people are, the more normal people, the more informed you are, the more educated you are, the less you are apt to vote Republican. And that's just a fact. That's just a certifiable fact that we have the numbers, talk about numbers, but we got numbers to back it up. But, the corporate media should just call themselves the poll channels. How are you feeling? What are you doing? What is the point of asking willfully ignorant people what they think? Inform them. They don't like Biden. He's too old. This is what they keep saying. But then you're reinforcing this. You're creating the narrative. The corporate media is creating this narrative by consistently beating on it and spreading it. And then what do you think these idiots are going to do? They're going to say, because people are influenced by each other, of course. We're all interdependent. Nobody wants to be on the outside. That's part of the problem here. With the Trumpanzees, they have their entire identity invested in this cult. So it's going to be really hard to talk them off the ledge, right? So it's really going to be hard to break them out of the cult because these are people that have lost members of their family who don't want to talk to them anymore because they're tediously stupid. And they keep talking about how the, stupid, illegitimate election bullshit, they get their news or whatever from Telegram. It's a circle jerk of idiocy and insurrection. And then let's talk to these people and get their opinions when you're not even informing them, right? You have to at least, do your damn jobs. Do what I do. I sit here in my house. There are legitimate news sources out there, and I try my best to harvest stories from them and talk about them on the show. But as we know, if you watch the corporate media, you turn it on in the morning, you will get the same goddamn story all day long. All day long. Rinse, repeat, and the polls. And then they just have different, pundits come in and discuss it. And they'll all just discuss it because it doesn't cost anything to do that. It takes less energy than having actual journalism. And, you think, Biden is too old. Trump is only 2 years younger than the fucking Biden, for Christ's sakes. And he's the one who doesn't know, who thinks he's up against. He's going to be, he's up against Joe Biden. Barack Obama. He's literally saying, when he did, beat Obama and all this. He's confused. He's never been with it. He's always been a moron. And he's old. He's indicted 91 times and counting. He's going to jail. Not soon enough. Hold on. Damn. Don't tell me I did it again. Where's my videos? We went through this last time. God damn. Where's my videos? Don't tell me I threw them out by accident. Again. Okay, I found them. I just want to show you something. Something distressing. Hold on. It's all distressing, so excuse me, really. Where is this? Did I not? Oh, don't even tell me. Fuck this. You see what I'm saying? Everything sucks. I spend a lot of time grabbing videos and then not saving them. Oh my God, don't even tell me I did it again. It was the best. Oh, maybe I can play it off the screen. Thank you. Oh, hello, Shannon. Nice to see ya in the chat room. And thank you, Elise, for your super chat. And thank you, Shannon, for your super chat. Let's see. Oh, yes. I know what I did. I have to... I grabbed it on my phone. I'm going to have to... that's what happened. I grabbed this on my phone. See, I'm always working on the show. Right, people? And... Okay, I just have to airdrop it to the Mac over here. And while that's doing that, we'll wait for it to come in. I just want, I got to show you this video. It was on, I grabbed it off of Twitter. It was from the TYT network, and it's just unfathomable and distressing, and also it's embarrassing to live in America. It really is. Thank you, Matt, for your super chat. I like presidential nominees who aren't indicted. Exactly. And the other thing is, and this is what I keep hearing, that now one of these MSNBC pundits went out and when they do, see, here's the thing. I can't get, what's the guy's name? I can't remember, but why am I doing this? But this is what is as close to journalism as they get. They go to a Trump rally, right? And they interview a Trumpanzee. That's it. That's the journalism. And they never push back on them, which is disgusting. And they stuck a mic in one of these traitors' faces today, or whenever it was, but they played it today, and asked them about what they think about the fucking election. Like, who cares? Like, what do they think? They think nothing. They think empty. They're stupid. They think a goddamn con man with a fake university and a vitamin scam is great because they saw it on reality TV. They think he's a successful businessman in spite of the reality, in spite of the fact that he's a tax-cheating parasite. That's how he made his money, by stiffing people. He made it by having his daddy give him a trust fund. Now, if my daddy gave me a trust fund, I'm telling you, I wouldn't bankrupt it 5 fucking times. I might have made something out of it. But I didn't get a trust fund. My daddy was a garbage man. And my mommy was a former nun, and then a postal worker. So, okay. Yeah, we weren't living on, moving on up to the east side or anything. But, so, yeah. So, you get a daddy's trust fund. I mean, everything about this con man is a grift. From his origin story to everything else. To the big lie. And and one thing he's not lying about is the fact that he wants to destroy America. And he's out there talking about it. He's telegraphing it. We don't even have to speculate. He's saying, this is a guy who said we should cancel the Constitution. And that's it. With the Republican Party, they should be treated like the traitors they are. Every legitimate news source should frame them, and any story about them should say, this is a party, this is an anti-democratic party, this is an insurrection, we trace the call, it's coming from inside the House, and they are about to nominate, again, as their standard bearer, a man who said he wants to cancel the Constitution. So, there you go. And that in itself is is all you need to know about this party. I mean, they're traitors. They hate America. They want to cancel the Constitution and replace it with Christofascism, with a friggin' orange parasite at the top. Okay? I mean, that's it. That's the plan here. The plan here is get rid of pesky democracy once and for all. They hate democracy. They hate America. I've been saying it, but it's not like a pejorative. It's not like I'm just throwing out slurs or insults. I wish I was wrong. They're talking about it outright. They talk about how America's a Christian nation. No, it's not. America, we have it. It's right in the Constitution. There's no religious test for office. Meaning, this is the founders. They lived in a world where the church and state was intertwined, and they wouldn't fight a revolution against a monarchy and an intergenerational aristocracy intertwined with religious authority, just to recreate it here. They were students of the liberal age of enlightenment. The radical thinking, the radical writings of the Enlightenment thinkers who said that we don't need a king and an aristocracy. And the fact that the Republicans can't handle it, and they're openly talking about how democracy doesn't work. And in fact, this is what they even said. This new closet case that they have as the Speaker of the House, a Christofascist second in line to the throne here, openly saying that democracy, that Tuesday proves, because the election day, where the American people said, we don't want Republicans in our doctor's office with us. We want autonomy over our bodies. Thank you very much, you filthy fascist pricks. And they're just like what happened in the early colonies. How they would try to set up these little theocratic fiefdoms, and which turned into a monster show. And it also, Ben Franklin fled one of these theocratic states that were created in the early colonies, because whenever you have people like Mike Johnson in charge, that's what they do. That's all they can do, because they hate America. Because they're in the closet. They all have issues. He's a closet case. He needs his Christofascism. But the thing is, we don't want. Be a Christofascist, but fuck off. Just because you are a Christofascist doesn't mean that the entire country wants to be. This is what I'm talking about. They want to, and they inflict their manias on society because they can't stand freedom. They simply hate freedom. Like they've always hated it. Conservatism is antithetical to freedom. And Play Dave on the chat says, Tara, have you heard about the new Republican doctrine? No. What is it? Put it in the chat. Let's talk about it. All right. Let me show you this. Where is this video? Let me see. Do-da-do. Look at Booty. Look at Booty. Isn't she good? What a good girl. What a good girl. Let me show you. Booty. Hi, Booty. Oh, she woke up. All right. Be back. Be best. Be best. Be back. Be right back. Be best. Right, Kathy. The early settlers came here to escape religious tyranny. No, you didn't miss the video, Matt. Let me play it. I tested this, so hopefully the audio comes through. And also, I'm going to try to balance it because people have been complaining that when I play videos, it blows their eardrums out because they're not balanced. I mean, why can't I have a fucking show that has balanced audio, right? Why can't I have nice things like everybody else has? I gotta do something about this. Booty. I sing a lot of songs to Boudica.
Tell me about if Donald Trump does
All right, how's that sounding on the chat? I'm trying to balance it.
not win. What do you?
Okay, let me start over.
Tell me about if Donald Trump does not win. What do you do?
I hope that I'm going to die.
You want to die if Donald Trump doesn't win.
I don't want to live like
Oh, pretty please. See, these people are fucked up, guys. I want to die if Donald Trump doesn't win. These people are fucked up. They are sick. I've been saying it for years. They're sick. They have issues. They need to get help. Please just get help. Get the help you need, you sick, twisted. And these are the people that, the corporate media is like, what do you think? Oh, I hate Biden. Me too. It's like, well, why don't you do some stories about how manufacturing's back? After everyone talked about, or Infrastructure Week is no longer a laugh line. It's here. Do some stories about the American resurgence of manufacturing. Do some stories about how factories are opening again instead of closing, like they did under Trump. Do some stories about how FDR's New Deal still keeps millions of seniors out of poverty. Oh, and this morning when I was watching Morning Joe, they had I can't remember, what's his name? Sedarkis? Not David Sedaris. Sudokus, I don't know, one of these comedians, I can't remember his name. He was on Saturday Night Live, and he and his friend are doing a benefit for people who have lost limbs and need prosthetic limbs, and they can't get it. They can't get prosthetic limbs because insurance doesn't cover it here in this fucked up for-profit insurance racket. Now, and then I looked up NIH. Does the NIH cover prosthetic limbs? And I found an article about how the NIH, this is a few years old, in the UK, that the NIH is not only covers prosthetic limbs, but they are now offering prosthetic bionic limbs, like the really good ones. Yeah, could you imagine? You get this horrible thing happens, you become an amputee by whatever reason, and you can't get a fucking limb? You got to have a goddamn bake sale. You got to go on GoFundMe. This is what you got to do when you're stressing out about how you've lost a limb and you're trying to recover from that physically, mentally, spiritually, and then morally, because you realize you live in a fucked up country that is where greed is the only value. And of course, the corporate media, they don't do a story about how disgusting it is. They're like, this is great. You guys are doing some good work. Yeah, that's nice, but they should be worried about other things. I mean, there's so many other things to do, but they don't even point it out. It's like invisible that people can't get help in this country, that without having a celebrity throw you a fundraiser because of insurance. The for-profit insurance racket. But they will never criticize the for-profit insurance racket. I think one of them said something about how, insurance doesn't cover it and this is terrible, and I don't know why that it's not a medical necessity, getting a limb that you lost. But, they just, of course, Joe Scarborough will never say anything because he's a conservative, too. Fuck off. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Oh, you don't have boots because you don't have a friggin' leg. Oh, well. Go on GoFundMe. I'm sure you'll find a lot of... You can make a video. That's what has to happen. You just got to pull on people's heartstrings. When you have a catastrophic medical diagnosis... You not only, when you're before you even leave the doctor's office, you should hire yourself a social media manager and a videographer, an editor. You have to hire yourself a producer to do videos that cut these videos together, because you need music, you need very stirring, all kinds of video that's gonna get people, that's gonna really touch people, because you're not gonna be able to. It won't go viral otherwise, and you just have to help people share it. So you need to show yourself really in the shits. Like if you need a prosthetic limb, you got to show yourself trying to walk and then falling. So people are like, oh, this is terrible. Or if you have cancer and you need help with money because you're uniquely American medical care, and you already declared a uniquely American medical bankruptcy, but you need money to cover your treatment. You should when you make sure when you get your chemo and you're really feeling sick, right when you get it, that you get your videographer to get you, puking or unable to get out of bed. So, if you have the shits or something, that might not touch people. It might just kind of disgust people, but still, you just got to be able to just don't even get out of your own way. You have to have no shame. It's, what it reminds me of, actually, that I'm saying this. It's that, that show, My 600-Pound Life? And where I watch this show sometimes. Sometimes I just fast forward through it because it's the same show every day. I mean, every time it's on, it's like they have a new person. I'm 600 pounds or whatever, and then they show them eating, and they always show them taking a shower. They always show them going into the shower because that's what people want to see. You know, it's like it's like the new freak show, so to speak, right? Where people are watching. You know, not to call these people freaks, they're sick, I know, but you know what I'm saying. Like that's what it is. It's this voyeurism and of the incredible. But the thing is, the reason these people do it is because you think when you're 600 pounds, you really want to get a camera and have yourself filmed taking a shower? That's what I don't want to do. I'm not 600 pounds. I barely take off clothes when I'm taking a shower. I got to go in 1 inch at a time. And not look in the mirror. But do you think that I mean, I'm only kidding, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be filmed taking a shower. Nobody wants to be filmed in the morning getting up and then talking about how your life sucks. And then you got to get naked and take a shower and you're 600 pounds. You're already ashamed, I'm sure. But they do it because TLC covers their surgery. That's why. So they, I guess, are grasping at straws. They have to apply to be on the show. You know, so I guess these people are, you know, and I kind of relate in a way because of being an addict in recovery. I understand the disease of addiction, and I'm fortunate that my disease didn't manifest in food like that, you know. But that I mean, I wouldn't want to take a shower at being filmed by TLC. But I remember my brother-in-law, my former brother-in-law, who cheated on my sister, and now he's a Republican. What do you expect? And he was living a double life. I think I told you about him. And so, whatever. He had a girlfriend. Fuck him. You know, but it was going on for like 2 years. He had like a whole other life with her. And whatever. So, but anyway, what was I saying? So one time I was over their house and that show was on. My 600-pound life was on. And my brother-in-law, because he always had something to say. You know how that's the way Republicans are. They always have to inflict their shit on everything and be like, yeah, you see, good thing we don't have universal health care. And he literally said that only in America. He was like, you see, he said something that if we had universal health care, these people wouldn't be able to get the operation. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I later on, I just didn't want to argue with him at the time. But the fact is, if we had universal health care, you think they would be on TV? They go, I don't know what he's thinking. Because his attitude was that they would be rejected from having this bypass surgery. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. They would get the surgery. And if they needed rehab, they would go to rehab. They would get the help they need. And they wouldn't have to go on GoFundMe. And they wouldn't have to have a camera crew tape them getting in the fucking shower. Waking up and being like, oh, every morning I wake up, I hate life. You know, I mean, who wants to do that? And then they get showing them eating. Who wants to do that? Who wants to put themselves through that indignity? Maybe some people do, but like Trump, because he's a piece of dirt. But anyway, let's get back to this dumb bitch who wants to die if Trump isn't reelected. And, you know, I don't know, honey. I don't know what to tell you, hon. I think you should probably make your will and get your affairs in order.
me about if Donald Trump does not win, what do you do?
I hope that I'm going to die.
You want to die if Donald Trump doesn't win?
I
don't
want
wanna
you
live
to
like this
die
anymore.
too.
You like
I
our
mean,
country?
legally and peacefully. Is that wrong? I just want them to rapture out of here, you know? I'm not trying to hurt these assholes. I just want them to go away. Oh, and of course, look at this lady. She's not, I don't know how old. Actually, she's probably, what do you want to bet? She's like 50 something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's 60, but she don't look too good. She didn't take care of herself that well, right? But they always look, I don't know. It's like they have a rotten soul or something. All right. Let's keep going.
It is now.
I mean, it doesn't really matter what
She's
I think, but
28,
you've got a
Matt
pretty good
says.
life. You got nice clothes on.
Exactly. She's 28. She's probably younger than me. You know what I mean? For real. I'm not kidding. She's probably like 50. I was going to say she's on Social Security, but no, she's probably not that old. I think she's like 50. But she looks like shit. I mean, legally and peacefully, but yeah. All right, let's start again because I want to hear that again. I'm sorry I keep stopping it. I know.
Tell me about if Donald Trump does not win, what do you do?
I hope that I'm going to die.
You want to die if Donald Trump doesn't win?
I don't want to live like this anymore. You like our country the way it is now?
Yeah, what's so
I
bad?
mean, it doesn't really matter what I think, but you've got a pretty good life. You got nice clothes on, you got hat on, sunglasses, you got your health. I mean, the country's done pretty well by you, right?
No, the country hasn't done anything by me.
Yeah,
I've done everything
right.
for myself. My husband.
See? You see? There you go. I've done it all myself. No, you haven't, bitch. What have you done? You know, if you were the Unabomber, I'd say, okay, yeah, you built a cabin in the woods and you live off the land. What have you done yourself? You know, these people, they're like the fish swimming in the water and unaware of the water that's all around them. You did it yourself. Like my niece when she was a child. I do it myself. I do it myself. What, you know, she lives in a country that. Did you pave that road, bitch? What you do? Did you, when you get in your car, your car is built to a standard, right? Because of government. You brushed your teeth. I hope, maybe not, but you drank your morning coffee with water from the tap or water that was not filled with parasites. So you're not loaded with tapeworms like the North Koreans that we talked about. The guy who escaped North Korea and was shot. And while he's on the table, the doctor is pulling out tapeworms. Because they don't have any inspections. They don't have any standards. Everybody's eating parasites. And in fact, there was a time in history where everyone had parasites. Everyone. It was just a fact of life. You had parasites. You had tapeworms. You had parasites. It was just the way and archaeologists know this. Anthropologists know this. That's just a fact. Yeah. Haiku says she built her own water filtration system, waste treatment plant, inspected her own building codes. Exactly. Like she gets up, she takes a shit in a toilet that goes through pipes in a sewer and in a sewage plant and all that. She did it herself. She thinks she had to go out and dig a hole for her waste. She didn't have to go down to the creek and get water. She didn't have to grow her own food or hunt for her own food. That's right. Jim on the chat says, now we call the parasites Trumpers. Exactly. And they're just unconscious, and it's tedious. I did it myself. What you do? I'd love to really get into her life. Put a micro whatever scope on her life, or magnifying glass. Now, don't get too close, right? Because you might get some cooties or something. You might get fleas, probably. But I'd love to know, like, what social assistance she's on. She ever take unemployment insurance? I mean, everything about every weekend, do you ever say, I did it myself? I did it myself. When your employer has to pay you a living wage in safe working conditions, do you say, I did it myself? This is all me. Not, of course she does. She does, because she doesn't think about those who fought, bled, and died for the things she takes for granted. I did it myself. We do it ourselves. No, you don't. Go away. Show me how you do it yourself. Right? She's never done a damn what has she done? And then she'll stop at a fast food joint on her way home, talking about how everything sucks. Because, she did it herself. She shot that cow herself, or whatever they fucking do. But she's a goddamn. She eats a lot of shit. We know that. But I mean, it's just they're so unbelievably unbearable, and no one ever pushes back. The guy I can't remember the guy's name. He's well known, but from TYT, and excuse me, and no one points it out to them because they live in a bubble, and it's a feedback loop of stupidity, and they're all like, everything sucks. Apparently, everything sucks whenever a Democrat's in office. And these assholes are all like, Jesus gave us Trump. Well, who gave us Biden? It's all only when the filthy fascists squat in the White House despite receiving fewer votes. It's Jesus, God made it happen. Hold on, we'll be right back. All right, let's continue with this dumb bitch. Not this dumb bitch. That Trumpanzee dumb bitch.
Done pretty well by you, right?
No, the country hasn't done anything by me. I've done everything for myself. My husband and I took care of ourselves as we grew older.
Really?
Now, when we got ready to retire, we had planned what we were going to.
Oh, so she is, older. I thought she was 24.
Do now. What is the country doing for me now? Do I get any interest on anything that I put away and saved?
Well, your money is safe, right?
I wouldn't
Right,
say that.
FDIC. But the other thing is, she's complaining about the Republican policies, too. What do I get? Well, you get Medicaid or Medicare, right? You get Social Security. What would you get if not for Democrats? They don't even have the courtesy, the manners, the maturity to say, thank you, FDR. Right? You get nothing. Oh, we did it ourselves. See, whenever I point this out to the filthy fascists, the dummies, they're like, they say, well, I did it myself, because that's mine. I put that away. That is mine. I did it. I put it away. I worked. And yeah, because this program was set up for you. It's an insurance program, and you get it till the day you goddamn die. And if, God forbid, well, whatever, if something happens, that's why the insurance program, pays off for young people if they lose their parents or whatnot. They get a little help because, that's part of the benefits of civilization. Everybody on Earth knows this, except the dumbass Republicans, except the conservatives. Like even in Rome, being a Roman citizen entitled you to bread. They got the daily bread. So, that was part of the benefits of being a Roman citizen. So what's the benefits of being an American citizen? You got to endure these fucking fascists and their nonstop willful ignorance. What's that? You gotta. Oh well, maybe you can get a celebrity to do a fundraiser for you if you get sick. Oh well, there's more.
You got access to health care?
I have access to health care because my husband served 20 years in the military.
And great, because he's got socialist health care in the VA. I have access to health care because the VA, which is a socialized medicine system, and having used it myself when I was in the National Guard, it's pretty fucking good. Because you don't have all this other bullshit. There's no co-pays, co-insurance, You're sick, you go to the doctor.
Military did something for your family. The military is trustworthy, right? I mean, the military healthcare system's great.
Yeah, socialized medicine's great. Single-payer healthcare is pretty fucking great.
We were promised free health care for our whole life, but that did not happen.
What is it that is so
We
bad?
were promised. See, she's talking about she can't stand Republican policies. We were promised free health care for our whole life? Who promised you? Well, we know that Trump said that to her. That piece of dirt that she loves so much. He ran on progressive policies. He said that when I'm the wannabe dictator, and what was he saying? That he was it's gonna be a great deal. It's an easy deal to make. Oh, you'll see. It's going to be so easy, this deal. Because he's such a fucking good deal maker, Yeah. My ass is a better deal maker than Trump, who pays top dollar for everything and goes bankrupt for it. Because he sucks at making deals. Everything about him is a fraud. So, but he promised these dum-dums free health care, like universal health care. Said, everybody's going to get covered. It's going to be free. It's everything that FDR said about them, that they will promise you everything and, like Social Security, just turn it over to us. We'll do it more of it. We'll do it better, and it won't cost anybody anything. Cross our hearts and hope to die. So why is she voting for Republicans? Well, because she's dumb. She's racist, probably. That's what it is. That's how they get in, That's the crack that lets them, these Republicans, that's the hook that gets them. Because, as I always say, they either have there's something wrong with them. And if we could give them truth serum and I could sit down with them for 10 minutes and do a little therapy session, we would get to the bottom of it. Because it's either, and it's some of it, it's all of the above, but some of it's racism. They're fearful. They hate they hate diversity. They hate others because they're very fearful. And that's what it comes down to. They're ignorant. They're willfully ignorant. There really is no excuse for ignorance in this day and age. Because you have you have a window. You have like the Library of Alexandria at your fingertips now. All the knowledge in the world. And what do these idiots do? They go to Trump. They go to a con man. It's like, thank you, sir. Can I have another? Can I have another beating? Can I have another lie? Can I have another siren song? Because that's what it's about. It's like this siren song of stupidity, crashing these idiots on the rocks, and yeah, they want more of it. But they want, what has this country done for me? Well, I don't have universal health care. I don't have free health care. Well, because you're fucking standing in the way. Republicans are standing in the way, dumb bitch. We could have had something. We could have had the Republican health care plan. That was Obamacare. But they keep throwing, they keep tripping it. They keep trying to knock it down, cut it off at its knees. They keep stripping all the funding out of it. They keep do everything that they do, making it more expensive because of Republicans. That's what they do. That's what the mandate was about. And that was the Republican health care plan. That was Nixon's health care plan. That's Romney care. And the Republicans, oh, no mandate. I can't. Freedom. I'm so sick of them. When they say freedom, they mean selfishness, stupidity. I wish they were free. Go to the woods. Be free. All right, let's keep going with this dum-dum.
About where America is or where you are right now with America, that you would want to die if Donald Trump doesn't win.
I just don't want to live in a country that is screwed up as this one, that people are so out of control and that they think that everything that they're entitled to everything.
Wait. She just said she wants free health care and everybody thinks they're entitled to everything. So which is it, dumb bitch? Because there you go. What do I always say? They are like Goldilocks. The size of government is just right in the way it serves them. They're entitled to it. They earned it. They worked for it. It's theirs. They're doing it. They did it themselves, but gimme. But everybody else, they're taking advantage. Everybody thinks they're owed it. Nobody's working. Yes, Kathy on the chat. Freedom for me, not for thee. That's it. Everything for me, not for thee. And that is 100% the truth. They really do believe that they earned it. And in fact, they're all on some kind of social assistance, but they think they earned it. It's okay for me to take it. Because I'm not taking advantage. I really need it. I told you about the idiots that my friend talks about who live on Staten Island. They're all Trumpanzees. They hate Obamacare, but they're on it. They're fucking on it. And one dumb bitch's daughter is developmentally disabled, and she's on disability and has a roof over her head. Thanks to, she gets everything from the government, from us. And, but she hates, government. Big government. Her daughter would be in the freak show if not for big government. And like that other guy I told you about from the rooms, who's a HIV positive. He's on disability. Now, now with HIV, you don't need, he seems as healthy as you or anybody. There's medicine now, but he's on disability because of his HIV status. He can't work, supposedly. You see what I'm saying? They take advantage. He's not sick. He takes medicine every day. He wouldn't be alive if not for big government. Big government pays for that medicine, keeping his fucking ass alive so he can go on Breitbart and complain about the others taking advantage. It's incredible. It's just it's so typical, though. It's so typical. I wish they would surprise me by being less typical. Booty, where'd you go?
On right now.
What do you mean stealing?
People walk into stores and just can walk out with stuff.
Well, crime is a problem, but there's also a lot of places where people have to...
Crime is increasing every day.
Actually, the data shows it's not.
Well, I don't care what the data shows. You and I can't talk to each other because you have a totally different idea
of truth?
What's going on than what I have.
So
what's
what do
going
you
on?
trust?
What's real?
I trust Donald Trump. I trust Donald Trump, and what really upsets me the most is everybody remembers that one little blip that Billy Bush put out there when he first started to run.
About grabbing the...
Yeah, that's the...
I mean, that was pretty memorable.
Well, why is that memorable? Why isn't it memorable the things that he did do?
What did he
Well,
do?
he's been indicted in 4 different cases and 91 criminal charges.
That stuff is true.
It's
You
not
know
true.
I don't know whether it's true or not. I just know that... No, I just know that
Are you a non-Trumper?
No, I'm just a journalist who sees that he's been in... I mean, so how do you explain all these charges? How do you explain all? What's going
they're
on?
all made up.
They're all made up.
Fucking dumb bitch.
They're all made up.
So the election interference in Georgia, Sidney Powell and Kenneth Chesebro,
Yeah.
who worked for Donald Trump as lawyers, they
Pleading
just
guilty.
pled guilty and
I don't
admitted...
believe that either.
You
I don't
they pled
believe it.
guilty?
Nope.
So when they said that they were...
I never turn on the news. I never turn on the TV.
Willful
I never
ignorance.
listen to any of that.
So where do you get your information if you don't watch the
I
news?
get my information from Telegram.
From Telegram. Are there any liberal or progressive voices on Telegram?
I don't have any idea.
There are not. Is it important to hear from people who have a different point of view than you?
I'd like to sit down with a liberal someday and have them tell me what it is that they think is so great about what's going on right now. But they won't talk to you about
They're
it.
fucking delusional.
What particular issue would you like to talk about?
I don't know. What do you think is so great about what's going on right now?
I think what's so great
I
is
mean,
that
it's
people
such
who are
a
in the United States now
open-ended
have more
question.
opportunities than anywhere else around the world.
When's the last time you paid for a loaf of bread?
I just went to the store the other day.
I want you to tell me what's so great about what's going on. What's going on? Like what is in that fevered dreamed that nightmarish mind of yours? That nightmarish excuse for a mind, I should say. What's going on? Oh, everything sucks, you see. That's all they hear on all their filthy fascist propaganda channels, is that everything sucks. And if the con man ever squats in the White House again, despite receiving fewer votes, it'll be the exact opposite. It doesn't matter the reality. That's why the corporate media is the problem, because they do not explain. And not that that asshole, she's a lost cause, but others. We don't want to hear. What is the point of polls telling us how these idiots think Biden's too old? Who fucking cares? It never stops. What do you think is going to happen if you keep saying it? Do a story about something else, about what the successes, about the lowest unemployment rate in 60 years, about manufacturing coming back, about $15, minimum wages, how that affects people's lives, about, the universal health care in other countries, why we don't have it, and how we can get it. What about, education? What's the upside of investing in the future by sending people to sending people to higher education and not enslaving them or putting them into or making them indentured servants to banksters for the rest of their lives. Jesus Christ. I mean, see, it's like she's like twisted. I want free health care, but everything sucks. I can't, but they want free health care and they're taking advantage. I deserve it, you see. I deserve it. My husband was in the military. Well, you weren't in the fucking military, but okay. And why should... See, I remember, what's his face? John McCain saying, oh, it's different. The VA is different because we made a promise to our soldiers, our veterans, that we will take care of them. So that's why they deserve socialized medicine. And the rest of us are on our own. Oh, because they're a special category, you know. Thank you for your service. Well, we're all in service. Thank us all for our fucking service. Thank teachers for their service. Firemen, cops, the garbage men. Everybody, the gig workers, the Uber drivers, the DoorDash. Thank you for your service. Remember when everything shut down in the pandemic, we had the essential workers. Thank you for your service. Jesus Christ. We're in this together. I don't think these people get it because they hate diversity. That's what it's about. They can't take e pluribus unum. They can't handle it. That's why they want to turn it into Christo-fascist state and inflict their disgusting fascist theocratic whatever, you know, they inflict their abusive, I mean, I guess their abuse, that's the best way to say it, because it's not, their religion is not compassion. It's nothing like Jesus that they pretend to worship told them, instructed them. I mean, they don't follow the explicit instructions of the so-called savior they pretend to worship. And this idiot's like, I believe Donald Trump? And what the hell? He's a con man. Do you hear Ray? I don't know if you can hear him. He has, every time he gets a toy, he yowls. He has this banana in his mouth. Is that a banana in your mouth, or are you just happy to see me, Ray? All right. Let's keep going. I just pointed it out. If anybody can hear it, they're like, what the fuck is that? He's like, oh, well, here comes the music anyway. We have other things to talk about, but this lady's just too good. Be right back. Become a patron, damn it. Or just hang out. Just hang out with us. Why not? Maybe one day I will fix this. I'll figure out why the mic's not too bad, right? I'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. Maybe I need a new mic. Maybe it's the mic. All right.
And I was glad to see that inflation is down.
We can't
Unemployment
talk
is
anymore.
down. My 401k is doing great. Your 401k is doing great.
No,
The markets are
unemployment's
awesome.
not down. No.
I can't even see. That's why I can't talk to a liberal.
Well, if we can't talk to each other, what are we going to do?
Look at this lady. Look at that stupid lady.
She wants to die.
She wants to die. And that reminds me of, what the hell? Where the hell is it? Let me see. I was on Twitter, and I saw, because now, as we know, Republicans, they love shoving everything down people's throats. So they, when you go on Twitter now, because it's a cesspool of Nazis and America haters, excuse me, right at the top, you just get, I don't know, it's not just me. You get Republicans. I don't even follow these Republicans. I get the Republican Senate Committee, Lauren Boebert. Like, I get people I have muted. Republicans, the GOP official. I don't, like, how come I never get the Democrat? I follow Democrats, but whatever. I don't understand why I keep getting, oh my God. I have to show you what I'm looking at. But you know what I'm saying? It's because Elon Musk shoves things down everybody's throats. Because for people who are constantly complaining about things being shoved down their throats, like healthcare, they don't like when decent things like education, healthcare. Look at this fucking picture that somebody put on there. Can you believe that? Can you believe the delusion? But here's the reality, though, right? It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible how stupid these people are. But, so I went on Twitter, and because one of these filthy fascists posted something about Megan Rapinoe is leaving America, and she said, she says she's like knocking America and saying like, I'm out of here, blah blah blah. And I was like, that doesn't seem real. Here it is. Whoops. See, never coming back here. Megan Rapinoe books ticket to leave America. And these fucking dumb bitches and all the rest of them are posting, I hear North Korea is great at this time. Perhaps Cuba. Wasn't nice to know you, loser. I don't know. They don't like Megan Rapinoe because she's gay. And there's this fallacy that she didn't, she supported Colin Kaepernick. That's true. And they hate, because they hate freedom. So, and they hate black people. They hate diversity. So they cheer against America, as we know. When the American soccer team, the women's soccer team was playing, they were rooting against the American soccer team because they hate America. I mean, how many more things do we have? How many more receipts, right? And I saw this post and I was like, this doesn't seem real. It doesn't ring true to me. So I looked it up, and guess what? It's not. It's not true. And in fact, the story came from a website called the Dunning-Kruger Times. And it was a satirical article about, this. It's supposed to be funny. She's like, I'm out of here because I wasn't treated with respect. Like, that's hilarious, right? But Republicans are so dumb, and they are constantly looking for confirmation. They're on this search for the superior moral justification for selfishness, but they're also they will just eat whatever they want to eat it, like, they don't even want to chew. They just want the lies put directly into their empty heads. And what if it confirms their biases? They won't even, why fact check? So, like the lady, unemployment's at a 60-year low. No, it's not. Inflation is going down. In fact, inflation, was a worldwide problem, but it's going down faster in the United States than any other country. No, it's not. All she sees is what she sees on Telegram, because she's a willfully ignorant. That's willful ignorance. So I responded, and I have I have a burner account. So when I really want to get, when I really want to, let loose, without, whatever. So I wrote back, hey, dupes, I know you're dumb enough to lap up Trump's lie hole, but the story comes from the Dunning-Kruger Times. This is a satire website. And as far as North Korea, which I find incredible, they're telling people to go to North Korea. You're talking about dumbasses who worship a con man who praises North Korea. But here's the dumbass, their disgusting their dim leader, talking about. Well, he's talking about Kim Jong-un, praising Kim Jong-un while confusing North Korea with China.
The press hates when I say they're smart. He said they were smart. Well, what am I supposed to say? They're stupid people? Kim Jong-un leads 1.4 billion people, and there's no doubt about who the boss is. And they want me to say he's not an intelligent man. They get very personal when I say that because they're fake news. That's why. The press hates when I say they're...
Oh, and he's so worried about what everybody says. Oh, they say I'm not supposed to say that. He's so concerned because he knows he's a fraud. But then I also, the point is with this conversation, they ended up blocking me, so I can't see what but I remember what they were saying because they were like, no, it's not true. If you present them with the truth, they will simply reject it out of hand because it doesn't, I said that's coming from the Dunning-Kruger Times. You're a dumbass. Do you ever look things up before you retweet them? But they don't care. Lies, tell me lies. They like lies. They just want confirmation about how everything sucks. That's it, because they hate this country. And, well, I mean...
The billionaire pitched a recession.
Remember, we're going. This is the Trump Network vitamin, my favorite Trump scam.
Out of the recession.
A reported 20,000 who live in Florida.
They were selling hope there to a lot of people in the middle of a recession.
I was sold on the product and the message and the testimonials. And then, of course, Donald Trump coming on.
The Trump Network wants to give millions of people renewed hope and with an exciting plan to opt out of the recession.
A reported 20,000 independent sales representatives bought the Trump Network products and tried to recruit others to sell them too. But within 2.5 years, the recession-proof business collapsed. Eileen Kelly says they lost $10,000.
I hate to see people taken in like that, like we were. I mean, we're educated people. It's almost embarrassing.
Donald Trump was the company's top recruiter. He traveled the country for 2 years promoting the scheme, including this 2009 launch in Miami.
When I did The Apprentice, it was a long shot. This is not a long shot. This is going to be something that's really amazing.
Trump sold his name and his brand for $1 million, according to a draft of the proposal from court documents.
Well, guys, that's the end of the Progressive Voices part of the show. Thank you for hanging out. Watch the rest of the show at youtube.com/c4channel/Tarabuster. And we will win. Become a patron at patreon.com/Taradev. No, yeah, that's it. Hey, check out APS Radio News and the other independent media voices over there. We stick together, we win. Hang out with us on Friday nights. That'll be nice. I'll see you soon. How did that sound? Let me know. Can you hear the music? Anyway, whatever. All right. A recession proof. Suckers. Suckers are born every minute. Trump and Z's are living proof. They really are. Another failed Trump scam. Oh, he's so rich. No, it's not over. It's not over. That's just the Progressive Voices part of the show. I have to do these music cues on Friday night, and then I have to cut them for Progressive Voices because they put commercials in. And I'm annoyed at Progressive Voices. Whatever. I told you why. They won't. I don't know. I keep sending them ads, like clips of the show and listen to Tarabuster, blah, blah, blah. And they keep telling. I mean, I guess I'm being gaslit. Because they're like, they're playing. I never fucking hear them. I listen to Progressive Voices like all day, half the time. I never hear them. When are you playing them? You're not playing them when I'm listening from morning to night. All right. Well, I'm just complaining now. I should be complaining on Progressive Voices.
This was run by Lou DiCaprio and brothers Scott and Todd Stanwood. Their previous company, Ideal Health, which became the Trump Network, sparked some complaints like these to the Federal Trade Commission.
Todd and Scott Stanwood and I have been diligent in our efforts to bring customers.
All right, whatever. Fuck him. Let him.
Made any money at all.
Yep, nobody got. You heard a promo from me on the weekend? All right, well, that's good. At least somebody heard it. All right. Well, let me see. There's other. You see how the show goes? It's crazy how fast it goes by. All right. I wanted to do. I guess we can do this for the last half of the show. What time is it? Let me see. We have 30 minutes, but. This happened a couple of days because I have a few things. I had a few things, okay? Oh, let's start. Well, I guess you know how it is. Let me just bring this up. This is your famous Republican, your infamous, I should say, Republican graciousness, sportsmanship, or whatnot. This Republican lost here in New York on Election Day. Failed GOP candidate rages against the irredeemable city that rejected him. And, this is the way it is now with Republicans. They simply, it's like the entitlement. They're entitled to their cushy, phony baloney jobs. And when the voters reject them, rightfully, they can't take it. They rail. Look at this guy. So here's what he wrote. He tweeted, Brian Robinson, a Republican who ran an unsuccessful campaign to represent New York City's 4th City Council District, raged against the entire city shortly after losing to incumbent Democrat Keith Powers by nearly 50 points. Writing on Twitter, Robinson conceded defeat while also unleashing a bitter diatribe. Let's see. But he wrote, oh god damn it, why doesn't it just open? Because I wonder, hold on. Here, let me see. I gotta put this up here. Thank you to all that fight the good fight with me. New York City is irredeemable. Congratulations to Keith Powers. The city has blindly chosen its own suicide. Jews, get out while you can. My family will be. To the Nazi machine that killed a great city. And he said machine twice. You are a grave disappointment. But here's the original that he edited, because you can do that when you are when you pay Elon Manchild Musk $8 a month. So he wrote, "Thank you to all that fight the good fight with me. New York City's irredeemable. Congratulations to Keith Powers. The city has blindly chosen its own suicide. Jews, get out while you can. My family will be. To the Nazi machine that killed a great city, go fuck yourself. Soulless bastards." Oh, Republicans. Will you ever learn? No, you won't. All right, Junior, get down. So, yeah, I mean, that's who they are. And, the thing is, all he's doing is reminding the voters why they didn't put him in office. But this is who they all are. The people who put Lauren Band from the bowling alley Bobert in office should be ashamed. This is who she is. This is who Perjury Trader Green is. This is who they are. They are unfit. They lack the fundamental maturity to function in a free democratic society, especially a diverse one. That's why they can't handle it. That's why they're so angry. And that's what, I ever notice about, especially Lauren Boebert. So fucking angry all the time. The way she talks down to people. I like the way she enunciates. Because she's a dumbass who just got her GED, who failed the GED 3 times, and only passed it right before she was sworn into Congress. So she has she doesn't even have a high school diploma. She has the equivalency diploma that she fucking passed by the skin of her teeth. And she's an ignoramus. I'm sorry. If you have no intellectual curiosity, you don't learn things by osmosis. That takes time. You got to read things. That's the thing about college. Not that, if you have intellectual curiosity, you don't need college, I suppose. If you are a student of the world. But there's, these people don't read. They don't learn about life, history. They learn history through memes. They don't know anything. It's literally malpractice to put them in office because they are ignorant. Like George Santos. They're frauds. They are frauds. They have to, they really want to be, educated. They have to act like it. Like George Santos has to pretend. He pretended he's got a college education and this great resume. Because going out and doing that, getting a college education, building a great resume was too hard. It takes too much work. It takes too much dedication and time. It takes intellectual curiosity. And there's a lot of con men out there. I don't know if you know this. You got to be very careful. And he's one of them. And he grifted his way into office. And, it's so sickening. And corporate media. And I know. It doesn't matter. Corporate media is like my foil here, Because they are, I believe, the reason we're in this boat. Really. They're the ones, the consolidation of media is and this news, this so-called news, is why we're in this boat. But they interviewed him again, this George Santos. They put him on CNN, interviewing him. Why? What can he possibly say that will enlighten anybody? They're talking about his indictments and what are you going to do? And, Not one question about is he going to resign? Not one question. That's the only question that should be asked. And the other question should be, well, you said you wouldn't run for office again, and you lied. Because he's running for office again, even if he's indicted. Or, I mean, he is indicted, even if he's convicted. Like Trump, Oh, these people, they have no shame. They have no dignity. They have no decency. That's why they need Christo-fascism. Like Mike Johnson. They're all shady characters, too. They're all fucked up. And every time we turn around, we're getting stories about who's taking bribes, like Uncle Clarence, like all of them. They want to live this lifestyles of the rich and famous. But you can't, you're not supposed to do that in government. You want to go be some billionaire's pet. They have no dignity. What person thinks it's cool that some fucking billionaire buys your mother's house? They're shameless. It's a disgrace, to quote the fucking con man, because that's all he says all the time. It's a disgrace, like nobody's ever seen. But yeah, Margaret Sullivan from The Guardian writes, the public doesn't understand the risks of a Trump victory, and that's the media's fault. Exactly. Democracy's in the balance. The press must relay the crucial importance of this election and the dangers of a Trump win. That's the only story that should be covered, not... what do you think? They went to the Republican friggin' debate, whatever that was, that stupid pantomime of something. I don't even know. What was that? And they asked, who you going for? Like it mattered. Oh, I like Nikki Haley now. I think that I was for Ron DeSantis, but now I like Nikki because she was like zing zing. She gave a zinger. She was like, oh no, they're 5-inch heels. Zing zing. Fuck, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? That's what matters, But the only story should be, what are these clowns? These dangerous clowns? Why are they having this pantomime of a debate? It's not a debate. It's just a stupid, it's like an insult battle, right? It's like playing a game. What's that game where they the rappers would like insult each other? That's what it's like. Who can get the best zinger in? So maybe the fascists who receive fewer votes, who with the fake university and the vitamin scam, the sexual predator, the convicted rapist with the convicted rapist with the 91 indictments, the 2 impeachments, and the rape conviction. The one who thinks Kim Jong-un is a tough cookie and everybody stands at attention. The one who begs Putin on Twitter, can Putin be my best friend? Can you believe what a needy bitch that is? What a needy bitch. I mean, it's embarrassing for America. Can Putin be my best friend? He actually wrote that on Twitter. And these people are like, yeah, more of that. More of classified documents in the shitter. More of spy magnets. More at the Roach Motel down in the tacky gilded Roach Motel in Florida. More trophy wife number 3, please. Fucking up a beautiful garden. More horse pills. More, hey, maybe you can drink bleach. More of that. More million Americans dead. More of that. Incredible. Yeah, I mean, debate. What a joke. What a joke. They should be embarrassed. I mean, really. But it is the corporate media's fault that this the only story should be, what's wrong with you people? What's wrong with the Trumpanzees? What's wrong with anybody that wants more? I mean, don't they understand that Trump is openly saying he will destroy America? Yeah, all those, you're such a patriot. All those people that fought, bled, and died for this country. All the soldiers in Arlington National Cemetery who gave their life. Or they died for nothing then. You know, you could wave your flag all you want. But you're a traitor. You're going to put anybody who votes for Trump is a traitor. Anybody who votes for Republicans are traitors. Mike Johnson, right now, I'm not, they're not all bad. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're all enabling the end of the American experiment. And hello, Poppy. Poppy's in the chat room. Poppy Champlin. Comedian extraordinaire. Come on the show next week, Poppy. What do you think? If you can. Whenever you can. I know you're touring and doing things. And Poppy inducted into the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame. Not many people can say that. That's a pretty big one. That's a pretty big credit there, Poppy. Yeah, so Mike Johnson, where am I? What time is it? Where am I? Who am I? He's got 3 flags hanging outside his office. Not fags, but flags. But he wants 3. Well, he also has a black sun. What's up with these people? Every time we turn around, somebody's got a black sun that nobody knew about. Like Matt Getz had Nestor, right? I mean, what the fuck? Because Mike Johnson is a closet case, everyone. We did a whole thing on it last show. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind that if everybody gay turned purple, he'd light up like a Teletubby. We know it. Yeah, Mike Johnson, he is a Christo-fascist. And outside his office, where is this? Wait. He has 3 flags. The American flag, the flag of that state, wherever, what state is he from? I don't remember. I can't remember. I don't want to remember. I'm blocking it out. Because I can't handle it. I just can't. It's just enough, right? There's enough. Let me see. The flags. Yeah, he's got a... Where the heck is it? Louisiana, of course, yeah. He's got... Poor Louisiana. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Louisiana? Are you insane? Don't you have any decency? Do you really hate America that much? He's got this... he's got the American flag... Because when fascism comes to America, it'll be wrapped in the flag, carrying a cross. He's got the flag of Louisiana, the state flag, and he's got a flag called the Appeal to Heaven flag. The appeal to heaven flag is associated with Christian nationalism and spiritual warfare because he's battling with his own, desire to have a black son. Johnson's office has confirmed that all members of Congress have 3 flag posts outside their office and that Johnson flies the appeal to heaven flag alongside the American flag and the Louisiana flag. What the fuck is the appeal to heaven flag? It is a historical American flag that features a pine tree and the motto, an appeal to heaven or an appeal to God, written above it. The flag was originally used by a squadron of 6 frigates commissioned under George Washington's authority. The phrase, an appeal to heaven, is a particular expression of the right of revolution, but it's not that, well, that's the origin, but of course, like the Gadsden flag, the filthy fascists have screwed the flag. I mean, they've ruined anything about that. They've ruined the flag. Like, the Gadsden flag I used to like, which is the Don't Tread on Me flag. I thought that was kind of cool, but of course the Republicans destroyed it. So the appeal to heaven flag is still used today as a symbol of liberty. The flag is flown. Let me see. Where is it? It's, hold on. The appeal. I'm trying to find the group. Christo-fascist. Let's see. Yes, it's been associated with Christian nationalism and spiritual warfare. It has been used by a conservative religious movement with the same name, an appeal to heaven, which aims to gather a network of fellow believers serving Christ in public office across the U.S., which is it's just antithetical to the American experiment, which aims to gather a network of fellow believers to work in public office. The flag has also been flown by Trump supporters during the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Flag has been described as a symbol of fascism cloaked in Christianity. According to an article in Cultured magazine, the flag represents a single dangerous ideology that underlies and fuels some of the most serious threats to democracy: Christian nationalism. Christian nationalism fuses Christianity with a rigid view of civic life that sees the body politic of the United States as white, native-born, patriarchal, and conservative. The appeal to heaven flag has been perverted, exaggerated, and repeatedly used to drive men and women of faith out of public service unless they conform to a Christo-fascist authoritarian takeover of the government from within. So that's what we're up against, and we literally have a Christo-fascist who is second in line to the throne of the United States. So that's what we're up against, and yeah. All right, so in the last 11 minutes, I wanted to bring up this story because this happened early in the week, and it's an example of how conservatism is against humanity, really. I don't know if you saw this. I felt really bad when I saw this. Alabama mayor told friends he was in dark days after being outed, and this is on the Daily Beast, but being outed as a cross-dresser. This is how it's being talked about, because this person, apparently did not come out as officially as trans, and they're not a cross-dresser, by the way. Not that I know them, but this person is trans, okay? And they killed themselves because some filthy Republican, conservative, Christo-fascist rag. I don't know how they found. I guess they show this. I'm just trying to put it up so you can see them. But they, what do you call it? Were deeply in the closet. And in fact, I was talking to Robin Kincaid, and I brought this up, and Robin told me that she knew her as her other persona and had no idea that this person was not only the mayor of a small Alabama town, but also, living the life of a man. Because in these trans community groups online, this person was completely out as their other persona, which is a woman. And in the trans groups, she, was open. I'm trying to find them. Let me see. I gotta look it up. I thought I saved it. But it's really tragic. And it goes to show you, it's really, it's another example of how conservatism kills. This poor person lived her entire life in the closet. And Bubba, not Bumpy. Is that, wait, Bubba Johnson. Mayor Bubba? Babe, oh, Copeland. Where did I get Johnson? Oh, Mike Johnson. Let's see. So this goddamn conservative website, excuse me, published photos. There's this person with the filthy fascist, the orange parasite. Excuse me. So this website, 1819 News, ran a story recounting the records of Smith Station Mayor Bubba Copeland, including a meeting with then President Donald Trump. Okay. However, during this time, he also, this is what they write, had a secret life playing out online on social media and Reddit, said the piece written by Craig Munger. Smith Station's mayor operated his social media accounts as a transgender woman under the pseudonym Britney Blair Summerlin. And, sadly, that is who this person is or was. And they committed suicide because this website outed them, but they also were a pastor at some Baptist ministry, and it's sad. So she came out or whatever, gave a sermon saying that first she admitted it, saying that, I did this in the privacy of my own home to relieve stress. Yeah, the stress of gender dysphoria. And in another world, this person would simply be themselves and not have to live a lie. How sad that is, to live and die as something you're not. You know what I mean? It's just so, what a waste. What a waste of a life. And I felt horrible hearing about it because they killed themselves. And because everything was blown up their entire life. So they were completely outed. And, look at her. She looks like so happy there. And it's very sad. Britney Blair. I mean, it's incredible. Transitioning transgender curvy girl that loves smiling, clothes, and shoes. Let's chat. And that's how Robin knew her. She had no idea. She wasn't living a full time, as herself. So, but that's conservatism for you. So she was in these other groups, transgender, other transgender groups. And it's very sad that this rag of a website thought that it was, just mocking this person, and just disrespecting them. But this is the world conservatives create, a world where somebody who is trans feels that they can't be themselves, and they end up killing themselves. But I felt horrible, and Rob and I were talking about it, saying that I wish, Robin was saying that, the culture killed this person. And, of course, I believe that, if the culture put this person in the closet and made her live in her inauthentic self, where she felt like she had to relieve the stress of having to live as a man, and when she's trans and a woman, I should say, and but I, thinking about, I wish she had simply, held on and gotten through it, because if she had come out the other side, it would have been an incredible inspiration for other people. And I know that, it might have actually, she might have looked back and said, thank God that happened, in a way where she was forced to, embrace who she truly was openly and publicly. But it was so sad because she said that she did this in the privacy of her own home to relieve stress and have fun with her wife. Just this person, her male persona, a married man, a pastor, and is a father of a couple of boys, if I'm not mistaken. But saying that they were doing it to prove that they were just as ugly a girl as they were a boy, which is heartbreaking. For her to have to say that to this rotten conservative rag, that you think that these people are ever going to learn? Now, what do you think the lesson is for the conservatives? Because apparently it says in one of these articles that the town that this person was the mayor of is reeling from this. And what do you think the lesson is that they're going to take away from that experience? Will it be that, geez, we should be, we're a bunch of assholes. We're certainly not compassionate. We created this, we live in this society, this fake ass Christian society where someone feels like they can't be themselves. Otherwise they're going to be ostracized and treated like, and that's the worst thing you can do to a human being, as we know. The worst torture that you can inflict on a human being is to separate them from the group. That's why solitary confinement is considered a cruel and unusual punishment, because people go mad when they are in solitary confinement. Babies die when they aren't held. I mean, we're supposed to be in the group, and this is, it's just so absolutely, as Haiku says on the chat, will the lesson be live and let live? No, it won't. They'll carry on until, how many more How many more? I mean, just how sad. To not be able to live this blip of time as what and who you are. All right, guys, we will win. We will. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you. Actually, I won't do a show on Wednesday. I have something to do, maybe Thursday or Tuesday, but we will definitely be here Friday. Thank you, APS Radio News, for carrying Tarabuster, and thank you, Charlie, for your support of the Community Cats and Boudica. Become a patron at patreon.com/TaraDevlin. We will win. We stick together. We win. I will see you soon. All right. How was... Yeah. Will the lesson be freedom to be yourself? No. They won't learn. They won't change until... it doesn't matter until the next one. There will be a next one. And they will continue to carry on and do... not learn. They will not be compassionate. They will be just like Mike Johnson. All right, my friends. What's going on? Booty. Boudica. They never listen. I was trying to get her to come over here. Boudica. I thought maybe if I said it nicer. Booty. Booty. Ray. God damn it. All right, guys, listen. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you again, Jim and Elise and Shannon and Matt. And thank you, Poppy, for stopping by in the chat room. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you, Haiku, for being a moderator. And Jim for being a moderator. And everyone else for just being great. Just being awesome. And thank you, yeah. Proud to be proud. Proud to be awesome. And yeah, so I can't do a show on Wednesday because I have something to do, but maybe Tuesday or Thursday. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the week goes. Good to see you, Poppy. Maybe Poppy wants to hang out on Tuesday or Thursday. Maybe Poppy, let me know. Maybe Tuesday's better for Poppy to come and hang out. What do you think, Pop? Or Thursday? But we'll talk about it. Maybe I'll open the phones, too. I don't know. I'm trying to get this goddamn stupid audio interface to work normally. Maybe I need I don't know what. Maybe I need something. I need some new wires, maybe I need a new microphone. Yes. Bracktooth on the chat says the lack of compassion is the source of so many problems. Absolutely. You're 100%. The erroneous teachings or thinking that, we're not connected. Thursday late night? How late? How late, Poppy? You talking? We'll talk later. Not too late. Late night, how late? Like 9, 10? That's fine. Not like, my computer just fell. Not like midnight. I gotta get to sleep. All right, my friends. Love you all. Thank you for hanging out. As always, you're the best. And I'm sorry I couldn't corral Boudica to show you how cute she... Booty, get down. Get down. Booty, come. She still won't listen. Booty, come here, honey. Come here, you little fucker. Come here, Booty Boo. I got you. She hates being held. She really hates it. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's her own woman. Booty, Booty Boo. I see you. All right, Booty. Mwah, mwah, mwah. They're all different, as you know. So, she just doesn't like being picked up. I don't know what it is. She hates it. She likes it on her own terms, but some of them like being picked up. But she, when I pick her up, she goes limp. She's like I said she must have been an old hippie in a past life and learned the art of passive, nonviolent resistance. Yes, she's new, Poppy. She's new. That makes 4. That's it. That's what it's come to. I couldn't help it. I rescued some kittens and she adopted me. Right, Booty? Booty, Booty, Boo. Come here, Booty Boo. Her name is Boudica, named after a 1st century Celtic queen that gave the Romans a run for their money for a little while. She kicked their ass a bit. She lived in a little place called what is now known as England. Queen of the Iceni. Yikes. Congrats, yikes, Poppy says. It's not so bad. They're fine. But that's it, you know what I mean? For now. That's it. No more room at the end. All right, my loves. You're the best. Yes, I leveled up my cat lady royalty. Yes, that's right. I leveled up in the cat lady criteria or whatever. Cat lady. I just leveled up to cat lady. I don't know. You just gotta go with it. You gotta go with it. She is very cute, Terry. She's adorable. She's the best. She's great. I love her. Except she don't like being picked up. She's funny. She's a funny little girl. Look what she did to my arm though. That's because I didn't cut her nails, and she likes to attack me when I'm, to wake me up. All right. What did I do? I just knocked something off. All right, my friends, I gotta go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to make a fruit salad. That's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be my bedtime snack. That doesn't sound. I'm gonna have some pineapples, raspberries, blueberries. Very good. And I'm gonna watch some TV show and forget about Trump. Forget about Mike Johnson and all of it for a little bit. All right, my loves. I will see you very soon.